How you doing, chosen ones? Look, this is Dion coming at you. I have been doing a series of videos pertaining to keeping your composure. Because right now, whether you believe it or not, you are in a fight for your life. Okay? Your ancestors them knew that it was all up to you. Seriously, I know that you have been noticing a big old shift in your life recently, haven't you? And I'm talking about a lot of wicked stuff has been coming your way, hasn't it? I'm talking about you have been put on the front line of all tests of tests, haven't you? I understand. I'm going through the same thing, but it's all about keeping your mind aligned with the Most High, God Almighty at all times. I don't care what part of the world that you are in. To me, all evil is the same. Okay? We are all going through similar situations. You know, hold your breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, because believe me, you're going to need all the inhaling and exhaling you can get to prepare you for this road that you finna go down. I want all of you people to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. If you're a true chosen ones, you have no friends at all. I mean, you have associates every now and then you'll talk to, but you pretty much by yourself, okay? So basically, I'm finna give you some little pointers. I don't know it all because I'm still going through the same situations almost that you're going through when it comes down to this spiritual battle. This spiritual battle is real. People, just because you cannot see these little demons walking around, they there. Believe me, sometimes they expose themselves to you. They let you see them for who they truly are. They are walking amongst us 100% now. 100%. Okay? It's not like you supposed to have to be on your best behavior at all times. You just chose it. You're going to do that regardless. And you're going to do it authentically. It's not going to be fake. It's not going to be made up. It's not going to be factored. It's going to be real deal. You are the real deal. Trust me. You have great responsibilities. Hold those responsibilities because you're doing a good job. You don't have to have nobody to pat you on your back and tell you that you are doing a good job. Okay? Because believe me, you have all the support around you spiritually. You are a king. You are a queen in the spiritual realm. Okay? This flesh human being experience that we going through, we feeling all that human pain. That human pain, that is the test. That is your most big test. Look, don't get caught up in this bullshit that's going on out here right now. You gonna get your fights in. Trust me. You gonna go through your blows with this spiritual battle. But you, as a chosen one, has to be prepared. If you not woke up, wake up right now. Because I'm telling you, that demon see you. It's looking dead at you and it don't care if you see it or not because it's around you. I know you done heard this numerous of times, but it's true. It's very true. You are very protected. You are very protected by the high divine at all times. Don't worry. It's all in here. Your mind, your spirit, your soul. That's what's in control. It's a spiritual battle. It's a lot of weak souls out here. At any time that devil want to jump inside of them, it's easy. It's easy. They just a vessel. A lot of these people are robots. A lot of these people are soulless. To them, to get a chosen one is like getting a trophy. Keep your mind right. Trust me, it pays. I don't care. Forget the fear tactics people try to use. Forget all that. That's nothing. That's nothing. Because in the long run, we all know the only way them people can get at you is they gotta be in numbers. They gotta play a numbers game when it come down to a chosen one. They cannot do anything by themselves. They are cowards. A coward dies 1,000 deaths, but a soldier only died one time. And that is true. That's facts. This stuff I heard that we dealing with right now is all hell bound. It's all hell bound. And a lot of them gonna try to come at you like they innocent. They Bambis. You know, they don't do anything wrong. I'm gonna tell you one thing, chosen ones. Bambi in today's world, Bambi the fucking deer, the little deer thing, whatever that thing was from Walt Disney, the fucking deer, it got short teeth. Bambi have sharp teeth. Be aware of Bambi. I'm talking about the today's Bambi. It might look all cuddly, the eyes probably be all bulging and giving you that Puss in the Boots look like, ooh, just love me, love me. Don't get psyched up by that. Cause Bambi can bite your ass and leave you bleeding and walk away. Like it ain't no thing. That's why you have to be prepared for every situation that you're going to encounter. I always tell you this. Stay in the gym. Take care of yourself. You never know when you might have to defend yourself. I'm talking about with multiple peoples. We walk with God at all times. We believe in Jesus Christ. These people down here don't believe in nothing. Nothing. But they just go by sight and not the spirit. They don't believe in the spirit. They go by what looks. The looks of a person. You look here, check this out. You better off keeping God close in your heart. I'm talking about all the way in your heart because look, Jesus will always work it out. He will always work it out. Take care of yourself. Mind, body, and soul. Okay? You don't have to be trying to fit in with these people out here to be in a survive mode. See, that's survive mode. Real talk. All these people out here that's doing all this wicked bad stuff, believe me, all that stuff is going to come back to them. That karma is hitting them right now. We are living it right. We are going by the code the right way. We don't have to be up under 1,051 billion people to feel complete. We don't have to have a fake conversation with a person to feel complete. You know, we don't have to do the same thing as another person. We don't have to dress the same way as another person. We are our own unique stylists. We don't need no stylist to tell us what to put on and what to wear, how to look, how to talk, how to act. We don't need none of that. We are already there spiritually. Okay? Once you spiritually loving yourself, you don't have nothing to worry about. Just stay prepared. Stay prepared. Don't be looking over your shoulders like things are just gonna happen to you. No. Live a carefree life. Just don't live an ignorant life because anything can happen to anybody at any given time. My thing to you, chosen ones, stay faithful in your faith. Don't let go of your faith because that's what people want you to do. They want you to go back to your old ways so you can mess up. They see that you're doing good. They see that you are making beautiful progress. They not going to tell you that. They not going to say, hey, look here. You doing a wonderful job with yourself. You done came a long way. I remember you, sister girl. I remember you, brother, man, when you was down a little bit. But now look at you. You up. You up. You know what they gonna tell you? I remember that you was bad back in the days. You remember that? You remember you wasn't nothing? You remember you used to do this? You remember you used to do that? Huh? You remember you used to swing off that pole, girl? Don't you remember, man, you used to sell that dope on the corner? That's the only thing they'll bring up to you instead of say, look at your status now. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Matter of fact, can you give me a little pointers on what you did to get where you at now? I know it got a lot to do with God because I see that shine in you. I see that light, So, you know what? Give me a little advice. These people ain't gonna do that, man. Woman, they not gonna do that. If anything, standing off in the cut, waiting on your fall. They are waiting on your fall so they can have something to gossip about. I'm going to tell you the truth. You are their idol. They idolize you. But at the same time, they hate your guts. They don't like nothing about you, but they love everything about you at the same time. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? You please let me know and leave a comment down below because I need to know where they do that at. Now, I know one of them is in hell. But see, check this out. By us being on this earth, this beautiful planet, this is a beautiful planet. Everything God gave us, He gave us because He loved us. Jesus died for us so we can have all these beautiful things because look here. Ain't that a beautiful thing? Jesus Christ died for our sins, and people are today not even giving them props to Jesus. I mean, Jesus, you is magnificent. You are magnificent. And I appreciate your magnificence. Without your magnificence, I would not be here. Without your magnificence, I would not have the train of thought that I have. Without your magnificence, I would have never changed and seen the light. Without your magnificence, I'll be in jail or 6 feet deep right now. I love you, and you, chosen one, feel the same way as me. We all have been dealing with the lone wolf thing all our lives. We was always looked down upon because people always seen the greatness in us, but they always try to dummy us down. I mean, go figure, right? Always trying to dumb the chosen one down when we really their inspiration. My conclusion that I came from that is that they wish that it was them and not us that have all this greatness. But I tell you what, anybody who takes their life and change their life and convert it over to God has that chance. You have that chance. All you have to do is just tell God, ask God for your forgiveness. That's it. Ask God for your forgiveness and He will give it to you. Now, Judgment Day is a whole nother story. Judgment Day is a whole nother story. Now, look, you can still ask God for your forgiveness, but it depends on your sins, okay? Now, we all have sins and we're going to have to deal with. Now, one sin is greater than the other sin. It could be this small, this big, whatever. Sin to me is a sin. It depends on how many sins you have and how many times you ask God for your forgiveness, and then you kept on doing the same old thing over and over again. You kept rebutting, you kept retracting. Now, see, that's, I believe, my opinion, how God judges us by how we were when we was on this planet. God got you. I understand, chosen ones. We have all been going through it. We all been going through it because, look, I go through it, but I don't let it be shown. I can feel, but at the same time, my mechanism is always reversing the stuff because as long as you got faith in your heart, God gonna set you straight. He gonna set you straight. See, people wanna maim you. They wanna mess you up. They wanna have it to where they can create you. All they wanna try to do is break you all the way down so they can restore you back over so you can be in their category of misery. Remember, misery love company. So if it can give it to you, it's gonna give it to you, but you do not have to accept the gift that you don't want. You can refuse that gift. To me, you beautiful. I'm beautiful. You don't have to prove yourself to no one. I tell a person a minute, you can do good by yourself. You can do bad by yourself. You don't need nobody to hang up under you and tell you, you're doing great, you're doing awesome, you're doing wonderful. Every day on this planet, you're going to have to get that every day because you're going to be codependent on it. And if you don't get that, hey, you're doing really wonderful, you're going to feel down and out, and you're going to feel like you got withdrawals. Like you're a dope fiend that need that kick. If you don't get nobody telling you how good you is, you're going to want that fix. You're going to want that fix. That's why I tell you, if you have love within yourself, your fix is God. Your drug is God. Your drug of choice should be God. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you could do or should do or what you're going to do. All I can do is give you advice. All I can do is give you advice. And the only advice I give you is good advice. I'm not going to give you no advice and tell you, well, if a person do you wrong, you do them wrong. Well, if a person talking smart, then you get back up in their face. Well, if a person trying to argue and make you go tempting and make you go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, do it. Don't do none of that stuff. See what it is? You will be fighting somebody fight. Don't fight, they fight. When they get ready to fight, see, they already prepared in their mind. They already got it already in their mind on what they're going to do or what they're going to try to do to you because it's already pre-planned. Now, if you fall into a pre-plan with a person, they got you. They got you. Don't ever fight nobody fight. When they ready to fight you, oh, they prepared, they ready. They probably got the knife over there. They got the sharpened gun over there. They got this, they prepared. They see you coming. And all they can do is just try to X you on. Just motivate you to just be stupid as like them. And they got you. They got you. 9 times out of 10, they are crash dummies. They knowing deep down inside they not going to win. They can try, but at the same time, even though they know they not going to win, they still won. Because they made you still get on their level. You have to understand, you're a human being. You're going to go through your day. You're going to have to express and let people know, look here, look, I ain't the one. But at the same time, you got a lot to live for. You got a lot you to lose. See, a lot of people ain't got nothing to lose. They don't have nothing. All they want is beer, weed, cigarettes, dope, fentanyl, and anything else. I'm not a judge. I'm not God. Do what you do. That's what you do. You do what you do. But I'm not like that. I'm not like that. And I don't have to fit in and do dope to make people be pleased with who I am. Because I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be me regardless, okay? So therefore, I don't need no drugs to tell me who I am or how friendly or how fit I can get fitted in with people. Look, I tell you what. Back in the days, I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to smoke weed, I used to drink beer, hard liquor, did some of everything back in the day. Now I ain't talking about no everything like crack, okay? I ain't did that type of stuff, all right? But I'm glad I didn't because if I was on that road the way I was on it, oh my God. No telling where I'll be. No telling where I'll be because everybody have a story to tell. Nobody's story is the same. I don't care. You could be on the same drugs. And some people can be worse off. And then, like, say, for instance, I could be on a drug that's a light drug that I think is a light drug. I mean, really, and can die from it. And another person can survive 20, 30 years after me and still be alive. I'm just saying, treat yourself like a vessel that you are, a king and a queen that you are. Because, like I said, back in the day when I was doing everything, oh, everybody was my friend. Everybody was my friend. Everybody. I'm talking about I had everybody as my friend. The next door neighbors, the people I ain't never seen before in my life because I was the one that had it. If you didn't have no cigarettes, I had the cigarette. If you didn't have no beer, I had the beer money. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have the weed, I had the weed. I'm just saying I was the one that everybody was mooching off for. But they still had it themselves. They just never had it when I needed it. And I just caught on to it. But that wasn't my spiritual awakening. My spiritual awakening was that when I was just all by myself. When everything was poof, gone. And I was left all alone. And while I was left all alone, it felt like God was talking to me. It felt like he just said, see, but I wanted you to see. I talked to you, but evidently you didn't hear me. So I wanted you to see for yourself. And right there at that moment, I just did a 360. I did a 360. See, all the time, the devil been around me all that time. All that hate been around me all the time. But see, I was ignorant. I was ignorant. And when sometimes you ignorant, you cannot see because of the veil of ignorance over your eyes. But when God lift them up and helped me to see, I reached for that light and I grabbed it. My true me started emerging. I started clicking and catching on. And I started seeing people for really truly who they were. And I started really seeing who truly I were. Because it do start with the man in the mirror. It starts with you. You cannot blame nobody. Me, to this day, I still don't blame my old ways. Because it was all me. I was the one that took advantage of myself. Them people didn't take advantage of me. They were just helping me take advantage of me. That was it. That was it. That was the truth. I was helping them to help me take advantage of myself. Vice versa. Vice versa. And to this day, I still appreciate those people, even though all the time they was to hate around me. Because once they started knowing that I started clicking and catching on for sure, the more they started turning on me. Start turning into this beast, to this demon, start doing hateful things, start acting all funny, start acting nonchalant, start dissing themselves from me because they see I became a changed person. They notice that I put down the bird, I put down the cigarettes, I put down the weed, I let it all go. And see, when you do that, you'll start seeing people flee because you're not on that level no more. Once you stop being on that level and convert your life over to God, everything opens up. You start seeing the true world. You start seeing it for what it truly is. Like I said, this world is a beautiful planet. God gave us everything in this world to survive. Everything, and I appreciate everything God do and does me to this day. But I'm going to tell you, all the time, it was always haters and evil people around me, even though I wasn't no good to myself because I was doing just as much as they was doing when I was around them. But once that veil come off your eye, you start seeing the people that you dealing and calling haters now and all this evil, wicked stuff, they been in your life. They was already there. They knew that you was different from them. They knew it. They wasn't going to break their neck and tell you. They was going to see how long you would stay in that dark side. They wanted to keep you on that dark side. It ain't like they were going to say, hey, you know what? You better than us. Why don't you go on and get away from us and get your life together? They not going to do that. You might have rare times in your life to where a person saying, I see something in you. I see something wonderful in you. You got this. You can do it. All you got to do is start believing in yourself a little bit more. You can do it. Well, unfortunately, it's not that many people that goes around. But you know what? Us chosen ones, we are the ones that shine the light. We are the ones that let people see who they truly are. We reverse everything that they want to try to project on us right back on them. They see it. They see that we see that they see us. And once they start seeing you, chosen one, for who you are, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for every demon in the world to try to come and find you. Oh, they will find you. It's no way you can hide. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you one more time like I said it. This is a spiritual battle. We are fighting spirits. This ain't no human flesh battle. Human flesh battle? If that was the case, look here, check this out. I still have my same messed up attitude. I still have my same messed up ways. I still be doing everything that I was doing back in the days. But this is spiritual. That's why I grew, because my spirit was growing. God helped me. God showed me. Jesus Christ died for my sin. That right there gave me the opportunity to be able to change. And I appreciate that. A lot of us can do it. We can do it. You don't have to be sick and contagious in the mind and to be like, I want to see how much evil I can do. Why would you want to do evil? Why would you want to do bad things to people? How is that making you feel good? I mean, seriously. I know some of us can't help ourselves, but you know what? Some of us can. And the majority of the people on this planet can. They choose to be evil. They choose to want to do dirt. They choose to want to be devious in the inside of their mind. They choose to hate. They choose to bring their kids up with hate. They choose to see that, hey, look here, I can beat your mama anytime I want to. They showing that, look here, I can cheat on your daddy anytime I want to. And then you wonder why the kids grow up hateful. Because we as adults showing them how to move. And it don't take no kids these days to catch on. Every child is more advanced every time. They get more advancer and more advancer and more advancer. That's why me personally, you know what, I can show my ass when I necessarily have to show my ass. I'm talking about if I gotta check a person. But one thing I do not do, I don't put my hands on a woman. Now look, my mother taught me, she told me years ago, before her loving soul passed away. She told me, she said, look, I tell you what, you don't put your hands on a woman because that's not right. But you don't let no woman disrespect you neither by getting up in your face and putting her hands on you. Because once she do that, she crossed over into a man's world. Now look here, you being a man, if you can, I advise you to walk away. But like I say, if that woman put her hands on you, you have all the rights to defend yourself. And ladies, that's the same way for you. If a man put his hands on you, you have every right in this world to put your hands back. Now look, I don't condone violence, but I don't want you to be nobody's punching bag. Don't be nobody's punching bag. I don't care if it's you against the world. Don't let nobody use you as a punching bag because they don't like you. Who cares about they don't like you? Everybody know right from wrong. Don't let nobody be slick and try to put their hands on you by sucker punching you, trying to trick you to go off somewhere so they can kill you, anything. That's why you your own best friend in today's world. Don't be trying to look for all love in all the wrong places, different faces. What you rushing for? Calm down. You ain't got to do that. Do what you've been doing. Living by the God code. Don't be trying to be like, man, I'm living by the God code so much to where I don't have anybody to enjoy this with. You know what? God is still protecting you. He knows evil, wicked people out here. He do not want you to hook up with no anybody. Okay? Because Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Jamie, and all them other people, they out there waiting for you. That tree of life, that tree that you do not supposed to eat off of, that's us. We are the chosen ones. We are that rare tree. We are that tree that they're supposed to touch. Don't let nobody touch that golden, beautiful apple. Okay? You on that tree. You belong on that tree. You belong a part of God. You don't belong a part of this world. Actually, we are not a part of this world. We are not of this world. That's why we're so different from people. Okay? Like I say, these people choose to hate. That's by choice. Everybody got a choice. Everybody got a choice. Everybody got a choice. But anytime your choice is to hate, and that's okay with you, that's your choice. That's what you want to do. That's why if you have a choice to love, love. That's your choice. That's what you want to do. It's always going to be good versus evil no matter what playing field it is in. It's going to always be that. Always. It's going to always be the devil right here and God right there. Always. But I'm going to tell you something. God always overruled. Always overruled. We already won this battle. Okay? We won it. It's continually being played, though. You have to understand, this battle is not ending no time soon, but it's right there. Right there. Right there. Every generation say, these are end of days, believe me. We are actually literally living in the days. Look out your window. Look out your window. These neighborhoods today are actually just hoods. They not neighborhoods. They are hoods. They are hoods. They where anything can go. Anything can happen. Anytime, if you got a weak mind, you can go down at any given time. That's why it's good to stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. You do not have to prove yourself to people. Let them think whatever they want to think about you. Let them have a field day with them thoughts. Believe me, that's in their head. Their opinion of you is not the opinion that you have of yourself. Okay? And we also don't fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. We don't do none of that. We are God's people. Stay as a God's person. Don't be doing no flim-flams going up and down with it neither. Because believe me, God sees everything that we do. You cannot close the blind to God. You cannot say, well, I'm good one day and be not good the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people out here is on and off like light switches. They one day really cool with you. The next day looking at you like they don't even know you. That's why I personally don't take no chances with people. I feed them with a long-handled spoon. I don't care if they feed me with one. Thank you for feeding me with one, because at the same time, I'm feeding you at the same time with one. Look, you can still love your fellow man, and you can also love them from a distance. Me, I do not get up under nobody to make myself feel like I'm a part of that body. Look, I'm a part of the main body, and that's connected to God. That's the main source. I want to be with the source. I want to be with the universe, where all universes of all universes, one God, and that is God. Okay? I'm not talking about the God of this earth. I'm not talking about the devil. He just having a field day with these crying dummies. I'm not a part of it. Once I was lost, now I am found. Okay? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Always keep that in your mind. Don't let any of this stuff I heard try to corrupt you, because that's what it's all about. Corruption. It's trying to take you out. It's trying its best to take you out. For these young souls out here, for you young, beautiful souls out here, live right. It do not pay to try to be evil, do that demon life, or try to just listen to all this bad advice, or be looking at people drinking and smoking and thinking that that's the way to live. No, it's not. You got 1,000 billion other options. Okay, just like no human being are the same, just like fingerprints. Nobody has the same fingerprints. You do not have to copy off somebody else's lifestyle, okay? Because in the long run, you're going to still feel empty on the inside, because that's not who you meant to be, okay? You don't want to walk around with a voided life. You don't want to walk around feeling lost because you trying to be like somebody else, but that's not your true potentials. Your true potentials is what you feel on the inside. That's your true potentials. We all learn. We all crawl before we walk. But I tell you one thing, you don't have to always fall. Okay? If you see a ground that's got a big old hole in it, what I want you to do is walk around it. Now, of course, you're going to probably fall in that hole, and you're going to get yourself up, dust yourself up, and you might fall again. But as you get older, your wisdom going to kick in. You're going to be like, that's a hole in the ground. I think I should walk around it. And you will walk around it. That's just like life. It's full of surprises, and it's full of a lot of holes. A lot of holes in the ground, okay? Metaphorically speaking, be safe out here. Again, keep your mind, body, and your soul intact. Keep it whole with God. Don't be no crash dummy for nobody. I'm telling you, each and every day, a person is going to try you. They're going to try you. See, the devil has revealed himself. He's saying, I'm right here. I'm right here. Here I am. I'm right here. What you gonna do about it? I'm right here. What you gonna do about it? It's real. It's real. And then on top of that, they got the nerves to bring out The Exorcist again. The movie The Exorcist. Look, it's so much demon stuff going on. It's too many people already possessed to go and watch a movie about being possessed. You do you, Hollywood. Do what you gotta do. I like a good movie, but you know what? I stay away from demonic movies. The older I got, the more wiser I got, I stopped a lot of things that I used to do. I'm not that used to do no more. That's why when people see me from the past, they don't even recognize me because I'm not that past person. But hey, look here. I tell you what, they're going to always try to bring your past up to you because they see your growth. So they're going to try to keep you down like the crabs in the barrel. Don't nobody want to see you grow. Don't nobody want to see you make it out the hood. They want to keep your ass in the hood. And if they can, they'll try to kill you. If they can't kill you, they're going to try to get your ass locked up to where your ass can never get out. Don't be no fool for none of these suckers because everybody have a time and a day, okay? Everybody got a time and a day. So don't try to rush your time and day because they trying to rush your time and day. All you got to do is sit back and relax. God got you. God got you. Once they start trying to mess with the chosen one, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And 9 times out of 10, chosen one, you ain't even got to lift a finger. You ain't even got to lift a finger because they already hurting themselves. They already cried dummy in themselves. They know right from wrong. They feel your spirit. They know who you are. But when they keep on trying you, that's because they desperately eager to satisfy the devil. That's what it's all about. Trying to satisfy the temptations of the devil. And temptations is very easy to come across these days. You don't have to do too much of nothing to have sex. You don't have to do too much of nothing to do wrong. You don't have to do too much of nothing to keep sinning over and over and over again. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Change is good. Change is good. I'm a walking testimony. With the stuff I go through these days, I know I have changed. Because I would have been none clicked. And been none went down. Because you know what? When God told me, look, I want you to see. I want you to see. Just like Neo in the Matrix. When he gave me them pills, I took the right pill, and ever since then, I've been woke. And there ain't no turning back. It ain't no turning back. I don't have to go back because I am the one. I am a chosen one. And for all you chosen ones out there, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Again, keep your head up. Someday we'll all be free. Right now, you're going through it because it's meant to be that way. And it's meant for you to win. So be patient. It might seem like it ain't gonna ever happen for you, but it will. The more harder it get, the closer you get. Remember that. The more harder it gets for you, the more it seems like everything is trying to claustrophobia, squeeze the life out of you, the closer you get. Look here, chosen ones. Real recognize real. That's why way before we was on this earth, God knew us. He knew. That's a real one. He been with us since day one. And we don't know how long day one has been. Because in God's time, there is no time. You don't know how many times you've been on this planet. You don't know how many times you've been reborn. I'm just keeping it 100. You don't know. It's a lot of things man don't know. So man should stop trying to act like they know. Just like man should stop trying to pull people down because they not like them. If anything, congratulate a person. Tell them what they doing right instead of telling them everything they doing wrong. You don't need to be telling people that. Right now, this world needs all the light it can get. It needs all us good, bright souls. Keep shining your light. Tell you what, just because you think you don't have nobody, yes you do. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm one of your spiritual family members, and I'm gonna always ride with you. Okay? So whatever you do, no matter how hard you think it is, stick it out. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing just like my head keep on trying to come off my head. I want each and every last one of you, seriously, to keep pushing from the bottom of my heart. So I want you to know that you are loved. Don't ever give up, because one day you shall be free. Don't give up for nobody. Keep on riding. Ride, 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 ride. I want you to ride, 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 ride. Don't ever give up. On some real stuff, this is Dion, and I want you to know that I will always rock with you.